Hello, my name is Celine and I'm going to take you through our 45 minutes creative flow class. Today is all about venturing into new territories. So the intention for today is keeping it very playful and light. You might have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit, some unconventional movements, but they will help you to get stronger, to get more mobile and flexible, and hopefully they're a lot of fun as well. To start with, we start slow and then we're going to get more dynamic. If you have a block, that might be very handy. Maybe even if you're practicing from home, you want to grab some books, because we're gonna get into the following position, which can get quite intense. That's why I invite you to grab a block which you can place in front of you. So basically you're gonna sit on your heels and tuck your toes under. So as well, try to pull the pinky. So usually the pinky is kind of compressed, but you want to sit on the pinky as well with both feet. And then you sit back with your hips on top of your heels. So for some of you that might already be very intense. So if this is intense for you, feel free to have a block in front of you so you can support that position with the hands on the block and as much weight as needed. But of course, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, feel free to sit back and even tuck the tailbone under. So instead of having an arc here in the lower back, trying to round the lower back, placing your hands on your thighs, and then feel the opening sensation in your feet. Once you found your position, I'd invite you to close down your eyes. And then just take the first few moments to just observe your breath. Don't change anything. Your organic breath in and naturally breathing out. Maybe pay attention to your heartbeat. And then maybe, as we're already sitting here for quite a while, that position starts to get uncomfortable. Now, can you find ease in this uncomfortable position? Just relax a bit more with every exhale. In case you feel pain, of course, feel free to back off a little bit. If it's just a little bit of discomfort, try to remain in that position, finding stillness, creating space in the feet, in the soles of our feet. Our feet, which are most of the time in shoes, compressed, and now we want to open them up again. Take another deep breath in now, and a cleansing breath out of your mouth. 2 more times, breathe in, and breathe out. Last time, take an inhale. And sigh out of your mouth. And slowly, slowly walk your hands in front of you. Place them onto the mat. Tuck the toes slowly. Point the toes to the back. And maybe tap it a little bit. If you want to wiggle the toes, do whatever you feel like is needed right now. Then from here, push up into a kneeling position and stretch your right leg to the side out. Try to keep knee and hip in line with each other. Start walking your hands to the front and then send the hip back towards the heel. Doesn't matter how low you're coming wherever feels good for you, as it's just our warm up. Maybe you want to rock from side to side a bit, maybe even want to go back to the front, sending the hips back to the heel. Any movement you feel like is needed right now, feel free to do so. Can you feel a stretch in the back of the hip which is sitting down? And can you feel a stretch as well on the inside of your thigh and your adductors of the stretched out leg? On your next inhale, rise back up. Place your right hand on your thigh, and as you take another breath in, lift the left arm up and then tilt to your right side. Lateral stretch all the way down from your fingers, armpits, the sides of your torso, your waist, the sides of your thighs, down to your knee. Take a breath in to lengthen, to reach that arm towards the side. As you exhale, maybe open the chest a bit more. Maybe you can bring that left shoulder towards the back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, come back to center, place the hand in front of you. Back into tabletop position and stretch the left leg out. At first, again, try to make sure that knee and hips are in one line. And then you can start walking your hands to the front. And from here, send the hips back. Maybe just from the side so you can see that. We're in that hip and knee position, and then sending the hip back on top of the heels. Find a position which suits for you again. Maybe you want to move around a little bit, but then at some point find stillness. Breathing in, and whenever you breathe out, melt a bit more into your thigh or into the ground, into the earth. 2 more breaths. And then slowly start walking your hands back, rise up with your upper body. Lift your right arm up to the sky and exhale, get into that lateral side stretch. You can place the left hand or the left forearm on top of the thigh. And then again, balancing out the side body, feeling an intense, nice lengthening, opening stretch, the whole side of your body. Maybe even look up to the ceiling. And with every inhale, reach the arm a little bit longer. And with every exhale, open that chest. One more breath in. And breathe out. On your next inhale, rise back up. Exhale, place the hands in front of you, back into tabletop position. From tabletop position, so knees underneath shoulders, hands underneath, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. The other one doesn't make sense. Then around your spine, so tuck the tailbone under and create space in between the shoulder blades. So dome your upper back and then lean forward. Lean back into your hips. Lean forward, more weight, so your shoulders want to go in front of your fingers. Back into kind of a child's pose. Push forwards again, inhale. Exhale. Now pay attention to your back, to your spine. Is it rounding whenever you fold or you get into that forward position? And as well in child's pose, we want to kind of keep the spine round. Inhale again. And maybe with every repetition, you can lean a bit further, getting more weight or putting more weight into your hands as we want to warm up our wrists like that. One more breath in, lean forward. And then come back to tabletop. Turn the hands, fingers facing you. Take another breath in to round the spine. And then exhale, lean back. Can you keep the elbows locked? Squeeze of the elbows facing forward. And now you should feel a nice stretch in the forearms here. We will spend a little bit of time on our hands, hence we want to prepare our wrists. Breathe in, come back to center. Flip the hands over so the tops of your hands are on the floor, fingers still facing you. And now, as much as possible, it might not be available for you today or right now, lock the elbows and turn the crease of the elbows to the front. Round your spine again and lean back. Can you keep the tops of your hands on the floor? And now you should feel an intense stretch here on the other side of the forearms. Just a few more breaths here. Then elbows to the side, circle your hands to the front again. And then push your hips up into a downward facing dog. Let's get that downward facing dog into our ideal position. So press the fingertips firmly into the ground. If I were to lift your fingers, I shouldn't be able to lift them. So you want to press them down into the ground. Then create space in the shoulder blades, push the floor away from you. And then try to minimize or to reduce the gap between your tummy and your thigh in order to lengthen the spine. Maybe you have to bend your knees slightly. But then from here, can you draw the heel towards the ground? And just relax your neck. Take 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, look in between your hands. Walk the right foot on the outside of your right hand. Walk the left foot on the outside of your left hand. Sink the hips down for Malasana. We're going to stay a little bit in Malasana, getting our hips open as we will need that for our flow, which we're going to start very soon. So if Malasana is very uncomfortable for you, you can as well sit on a block or elevate your both heels so that dorsiflexion, the ankle flexibility, doesn't get too much pressure here. Find your position. Ideally, this position feels comfortable. Then you can press your upper arms into your thighs and at the same time press the thighs into your upper arms, creating tension there. With every inhale, lengthen the spine a bit more, open the chest, and with every exhale, press your knees into your arms. And on your next inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky, get into a twist, look up to the ceiling. So your gaze is always following your hand. Exhale, come back to center. Breathe in, lift the left arm up. Follow the hand with your eyes. Exhale, come back to center. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Last time to the left side. Breathing out. Now from here, we're going to create, that's why I was talking, we're going to venture into new territories. So we're going to, in our flow, we're going to have a kind of a cartwheel. It's not a cartwheel though, it's called an ollie. And I'm going to demonstrate it for you first, then we're going to break it down a little bit, and then we will incorporate that in our flow. So the position actually starts in the squat position. So once we're in the flow, at some point we're in this position, somewhere facing the corner of our front mat, or the front corner of our mat. And what we're going to do, so I'll show you first what ollie is. This might look, at first, if you've never done that before, this might look like this. Which is perfectly fine. So what are we going to do? So you start in a squat position. If Malasana is very uncomfortable, of course you can as well just lift your hips a bit higher, which will be more intense for your quads, but you're still working on your hips and the strength, so that's perfectly fine. So the lower you can go, the easier it is actually. So how do we start? To get into that ole, into that cartwheel, you want to place the hand, which the direction you're traveling to, next to your foot, but the fingers are facing to the back. So you place the hand down, lift the hips, place the other hand down, and then the back leg wants to hop over. So it's 4 points. So the hand is placed down, fingers facing to the back, 1, lifting the hips, other hand down, 2. Then the outer foot wants to start first, hop over, 3, 4. And we land again facing the same direction. So it's always from that squat position, I face you, you hopefully face me, then you place the hand down, hop over, and we're going to face each other again. If you're very savvy and you are able to put more weight into your hands, then feel free to kind of float a little bit and keep your legs straight. So in an irregular cartwheel, we're going over with our legs over our body or over our torso, which is stacked on the floor. But in that variation, we keep the legs low. So if you're a bit more savvy, you can actually place more weight into the hands and float over. That wasn't very beautiful, but you get the point. Let's try one more time, forth and back, and then we keep on going. So place the hand down, fingers facing to the back, lift your hips up, 1, 2, hop over, 3, 4. Sink back down into Malasana. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sink back down. Beautiful. Slowly, slowly stand up and come to the top of your mat. We're going to start with the first version of our flow. My heartbeat is already a little bit faster. So come into Tadasana, feet grounded on the floor. Lift your kneecaps in order to get your thighs fired on slowly. Pull or draw the belly button in towards the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. And let's just take 2 breaths here first to center ourselves again. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, step the left foot to the front, rise your arms up above your head and come onto your tiptoes. From that position, exhale, bend both knees. Sink down, hands in prayer position. Breathe in again, rise up. And now bring all your weight into your left foot. Lift the right knee in front of you up. Extend the right leg out. Sweep it over behind you. Put the top of your foot on the ground. And slowly, slowly sink again down into a variation of our shrimp squat. Inhale, rise up again, straight away into warrior 3. Lift your torso, lift the back leg off the ground, get into that T shape. As you breathe in, step the right foot to the back, open the feet to the side, lift the arms up into star pose. Exhale, sink down into goddess pose. Now in goddess, can you keep your pelvis neutral? So maybe you want to place one hand on your lower back, the other hand on your belly, and then start tilting the pelvis forth and back. And can you find the center of that position? That'll be your neutral pelvis position. Then from here, place your left hand, or your left forearm on top of your front thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up over your head, feeling that nice stretch on the sides of your body again. On your next inhale, rise back up, and exhale, bend the right knee, getting into that side lunge, Skandasana. Breath out, sink lower. Then on your next inhale, turn your body facing the back of your mat, place the left hand next to your right foot, we're going to get into a lounging lizard. So drop the left hip down to the ground, open the right knee to the side. Try to stay strong here, pushing the floor away from you. Inhale, back into low lunge. Can you stay low? Slowly walk back to the front, hands placed on the top of your mat, and reach the left leg up to the sky into three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, tighter curl, round your spine. Can you compress the thigh up to the chest? Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, now this time, can you bring the knee to your right armpit so you get into a slight twist? Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, can you drop the elbow down to the ground into dolphin three-leg. Breathe in, push back up. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands, drop the right knee down to the ground, lift the arms up to the ceiling. And now let's try to balance on that back knee and back foot. Can you lift the front leg off the ground? Just a few breaths. Look at the spot around 2 meters in front of you. Exhale, place the foot back down. Right hand next to your left foot. And now can you step the back foot through, step forward, and we turn around into Malasana. You know what's coming from Malasana. Ollie to the side, place the left hand down, place the right hand down, hop over. We're going to meet again in Malasana, and you want to face the corner of the mat in the back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, nothing, pause. Inhale, lift the left leg up, extend it to the front. Exhale, sweep it to the back, a long step to the back of the mat. Stay low, turn around, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Reach your chest forward, arms to the back. Inhale, start to lift the right knee up towards the chest. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, step the right leg to the front, straight away, come up on your tiptoes. Exhale, hands in Namaste prayer position, sink down into your knees. Inhale, rise up again. Weight into your right leg, lift the left knee high, extend the leg out. Exhale, turn it, rotate it to the back, the tops of your foot on the ground. Exhale, sink down. Breathe in, rise up, reach the arms forward, chest to the front, lift the left leg high, warrior three. Send the left leg to the back, step it down, straight away, come all the way up, turn to the side of the mat for star pose. Exhale, bend your knees, send the hips back and down, hands in prayer position, goddess. Maybe you want to move from side to side. Knees and toes are facing the same direction, and again, try to find that ideal pelvic position, a neutral spine. 2 more breaths. Place the right forearm on top of your right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm over your head. Find that deep stretch. And inhale, rise up again. Exhale, bend into your left knee, Skandasana, side lunge. Feeling that inner thigh working. Place the right hand towards the back of the mat. Turn to the left. And bring the right hip down to the ground, look up, get that twist, and feel a nice sensation, stretching sensation the sides of your glutes. Lounging wizard. Inhale, push back, stay low. Walk your hands to the front of the mat again, sweep the right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, tighter curl, knee to nose, tuck the chin in. Protract the shoulders, push the floor away from you. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, twist knee to your left armpit. Once more. Inhale, high leg. Exhale, drop the elbows down to the ground. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands in the front. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Can we find balance again? Lifting the front leg off the ground. Just a few moments. Maybe one leg is easier than the other. That's totally normal. And then step it back. Left hand next to your right foot. Step the left leg through. And we're going to meet in Malasana again. Maybe you're facing away from me now. That's completely fine. Hopefully we figured out how it's working. So place the right hand onto the mat, fingers facing away from you. Place the left hand down, hop over. And we're going to meet again in Malasana, sink down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to stay for a moment. Inhale, lift the right knee high, extend the leg out. Exhale, sweep it back, a long stance to the back. So you can straight away turn until you face the front of your mat again for crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Reach the arms to the back, reach the chest forward. You want to stay strong in the hips. Inhale, rise up, lift the back knee to the front, up into stork. Exhale, Tadasana. We will go one more time and we're going to add a little bit of different movements as well here and modify some positions. As you breathe in, step the left foot to the front again, reach the arms up, come into your tiptoes. Exhale, sink down into your knees, hands in prayer. Inhale, rise up again. Weight onto your left foot, reach the right knee high. Extend the leg. Swing it to the back. Now you can do exactly the same as before, so you can put the top of your back foot on the ground, or you keep the knee bent, reach the chest forward and just drop the knee quickly down to the ground and come back up. That's a hard one, so choose your position. And then reach the arm forward into warrior 3. Feel those muscles in the foot working to find balance. Exhale, step the foot back, inhale, reach up into star pose. Toes pointing to the corners of the mat. Exhale, sink down, goddess pose. Right forearm on top of left forearm on top of left thigh. Reach the right arm up over your head. Feel that nice lateral stretch. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bend into your right knee, Skandasana, side lunge. Inhale, place the left hand to the back of the mat, turn to the back of the mat, and then keep on turning, keep on moving into our lounging lizard. Sink low when you exhale. Inhale, push back up, circle back to the front of the mat, hands down, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Now straight away, we're going to go and cross the knee to the right armpit. Stay here for a little moment. Then extend the left leg out into fallen triangle. Then you reach the right arm up to the sky and push the hips up to the ceiling. And from here we're going to bend that left elbow so we can sit down into Konasana, into straddle position. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. In that forward fold, can you try to extend the spine? So you want to send the hip, the tailbone back and up instead of rounding. So the chest is reaching forward. One more breath. Inhale, rise back up, hand to the front of the mat again. Push both heels into the ground and lift your hips up at the same time. Reverse, pull that left leg back up, hand down to the ground, lift the left leg high, drop the elbows down. Stay here, or if it's in your practice, you can go into pincha, but just a few hops. Maybe that's all what works today. Pressing that elbow down to the ground. Inhale, push the hands into the ground, elbows off the ground, step the left foot in between hands, drop the right knee down, lift the arms up, straight away, find balance, lift the front foot off the ground. Beautiful. Put the foot back down, right hand onto the mat, step the right leg through, Malasana, looking to the sides of the mat. Placing the hands down. 1, 2, 3, 4, Malasana. Exhale. Breathe in, rise up, and straight away bring your left leg up, extend the leg to the front. Exhale, sweep it back. Long, 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 long stance. Can you turn around in one go? Find yourself in crescent lunge. Push the back toe into the ground. Arms to the back, reach forward, look forward. Breathe in, reach your right knee back up into stork. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round to go. Step the right foot to the front. Come up, reach tall, proud. Exhale, sink deep into squat, kneeling position. Inhale, rise back up. Bring the back knee to the front, lift it up, extend the leg. Swing it, control to the back, either the top of your foot on the floor again, which is the modification, or if you want to challenge yourself, keep the heel close to your bum, reach your arms forward, sink into that standing leg, as low as you can go, maybe you touch, maybe not, then you come back up. Straight away, arms to the front, left leg to the back, and you keep the hips square. Instead of opening, warrior 3, hips square. Take another inhale. Exhale, step the foot back, open up into star pose, breathe in. Exhale, sink into goddess. Stay strong in that goddess position, hips back and down. Right forearm on top of thigh, inhale, rise up with your left arm. Reach long. Exhale. Breathe in again, rise up. Exhale, bend the left knee into Skandasana. Place the right hand to the back of the mat. Turn around facing the back. Keep on turning so you reach the left side. You can sink the right hip down into the ground. Inhale, push back up. We're going to travel to the front again. And then lift the right leg back up into a three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the left armpit. Feel the twist. Extend that right leg to the front. Turn around your torso, facing up to the sky. Lift the hip into that fallen triangle. Open. Exhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bend your elbows slightly so you can sit controlled back down into the ground. Breathe in, lift your arms. Breathing out. Reach, reach, reach. Instead of just falling down, reach the chest to the front. And wherever is your position, where you feel you're limited, that's where you are. Maybe take 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, slowly, slowly rise back up. Place the hand on the top of the mat again. Press the heels down into the ground, lift the hips high, stay strong. Reverse the action, so pull the front leg back. Straight away, come up into a three-legged dog again. Exhale, elbows down. Either just stay here, or maybe you want to play again, bringing the shoulders forward. If Pincha is in your practice, go ahead. Just a few hops even. That's what I'm doing today. That's all where I can go today, and that's fine. And then push back into three-legged dog, pressing the hands into the ground. Exhale, place the right foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, lift. And then get into this wobbly position, finding balance again. Lift the front leg off the ground. Exhale, place it back down. Left hand to the floor. Sweep or thread the needle, your leg through. And we're going to meet in our Malasana squat position again. Right hand next to your right foot, fingers facing away from you, placing down for all leg. Hop over. Let's meet in Malasana. Inhale, straight away, rise up, arms above your head. Right knee lifts and extend the leg out. Exhale, swing it to the front of the mat again, bend the frontal back knee and turn around into crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Reach the arms back, but your torso wants to go forward. So this energy line from the heel all the way up into your head. Take another breath out. Inhale, rise up, knee to the front. Exhale, Samasthiti. Close your eyes for a moment. Now observe your breath, the state of your mind, your heartbeat. Has it changed? Then slowly blink your eyes open. Breathe in, lift your arms above your head, bend your knees into chair pose. In chair pose as well, you don't want to arch your spine too much, and you don't want to round your spine too much, so you want to find that neutral position. Breathe in, lengthen a bit more, expand. Whenever you breathe out, maybe you can sink a little bit lower. Most of your weight is in your heels, so maybe you can even wiggle the toes, lift the toes slightly. Take another breath in, reach up. Breathing out, sink lower. Another breath in. Exhale, extend the legs, hips up to the sky, get into a forward fold. Maybe you have to bend your knees a little bit. Can you have the tummy on top of your thighs? And just rest there. On your next inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, stay in plank. Drop the knees down to the ground. As you exhale, knee, chin, chest. So arch the spine, drop the chest down in between your hands, chin onto the floor, and then pull the palms back on the mat and extend the legs out, roll the shoulders back and down for Cobra. Cobra is an active position. So your hands, yes, they're on the ground, but if I ask you, maybe even try to lift the hands up, you're holding that position. So your upper body is not moving. Press the tops of your feet into the ground, engage the glutes, and then you roll out shoulders back and down, shoulder blades together. Can you hold it there? Beautiful. Exhale, place the hands back down. And then maybe from here, keep the shoulders and pull towards each other, press the hands into the ground, and we're gonna get into an upward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears, look up, engaging your glutes, so squeeze the glutes gently. Exhale, bend elbows, come all the way back down. We're gonna go one more time into Cobra first. Roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades push into each other. Squeeze glutes, tops of your feet into the ground, lift. Stay here, can you let go of the connection of the hand to the mat? Exhale, sink back down. Upward facing dog, push the hands into the ground, extend the elbows, roll the shoulders back and down, lift the thighs off the ground. Look up, staying strong in that position. Exhale again, sink all the way back down. And then push your hips to the back on top of your heels. And you want to keep the knees together into child's pose. Either you can have the hands in front of you or maybe even alongside your legs, because we want to round the spine now. It should be a counterbalance to our back bends we just did. Tuck the chin in, rest the forehead on the ground. I'm feeling how, especially your lower back, should feel a nice stretching sensation. Flexing, rounding that spine. Slowly, slowly rise up. Walk your hands to the front again and turn around. Lay on your back. Maybe vertebra by vertebra, still using the core to get into that position, very controlled. But then all you have to do is let go. So place the arms next to your hips, palms facing up. Feet just naturally rolling to the side or falling to the side. Maybe you want to adjust the shoulder a little bit so you get comfortable for the last few minutes in Shavasana, which you have deserved so much. Finding stillness again after moving your body into new territories. Being proud of yourself, being grateful for your body to be able to move in so many different ways. Maybe that creates a little smile on your face. And now just take the last few moments to stay in stillness. From here, slowly start to bring the awareness back to your body. Then move your fingers, move your toes. Maybe circle your wrists, circle your ankles. And if you feel like taking a deep body stretch, feel free to interlace the fingers, reach them up above your head. Maybe move from side to side a bit. Wakening up those muscles again, wakening up your mind. Draw the knees to your chest and give yourself a hug. Being proud and grateful once more for the amazing practice you've just done. And maybe rock from side to side and use that momentum to roll to either side, or maybe you want to roll straight away back up into a seated position. But at your own pace, keeping your eyes closed, make your way back to that seated position. Then please connect the hands in front of your chest. We're going to close and gather this energy together one more time with an Om. First, just take a deep breath in and a big sigh out of your mouth. One more breath in to Om. bow your head down to your hands. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and hope to see you again very soon. Take care, have a lovely day.